Hello teammates, it's me Andrea again. It's a new year, new beginnings, and I have been making some changes in my life, slowing down and implementing new things to feel better. One of these changes is to begin to introduce minimalism in my life. This is how you can reduce distractions and do more of what really matters. Minimalism its origins in the arts, but could be applied on different lines of your life. But I'm not here today to talk about minimalism. This is a coding channel, right? Today, I want to share with you guys how this is inspiring me to bring this to the way I code. So let's get started. So what if we can apply this concept to our code and get it cleaner? The most popular definition about clean code is code that is easy to understand and easy to change. Some of these criteria could make code easy to understand. Easy to understand the execution flow of an entire application. Easy to understand how the objects collaborate with each other. Easy to understand the role and responsibility of each class. Easy to understand what each method does. And finally, easy to understand what is the purpose of each expression and variable. So the first tip for today is avoid commented code. This is something I see a lot, and I believe it comes from the fear of not being able to go back. We write our code, and when something changes, we decide to add the new functionalities, but only comment the old ones. And we forget that we have GitLab, GitHub, or any other version control service to return to the old version. I think commented code could be just noise for us because future developers will not have the context of that code, so someone else will clean the code at the end when project begins to use SonarQube or any other code quality service. So the solution for this is not to feel insecure about the code you are committing and pushing. Do your test, and in future, if you need to return to the old version, you just have to check the repository. The second tip is reuse your code or avoid duplicated code. Minimalism says that you should declutter duplicated items to simplify your life. Talking about code, you can find the common functionalities and put them into a transversal method to avoid the duplicated code. Duplication usually occurs when multiple programmers are working on different parts of the same program at the same time, and at the end you will find different codes writing a different way but at the same time doing the same. This could be tricky because you have to be aware about what kind of code you want to refactor. Should be something common, should be something simple that has not too many business rules. An example of this could be the methods that manage dates or method that finds some information on database and is called from different parts of the code. With this tip, at the end, you will be able to create fewer tests and decrease the complexity of your code. The third tip is less is more. We all know this saying, first popularized by minimalist people. This concept is based on the value of simplicity, that by having less, you can actually create a life of more. Sometimes we make the mistake of getting ahead of ourselves and start writing code that we think could be helpful for the future. But as we commented code, we are just adding noise for our project. Another example of this could be when you start working on some ticket that has a specific scope and you find some other things to improve. And at the end you create a big PR with the functionality of your ticket and 3 more. This is harder to understand for code reviewers, and also you spend even more time adding and executing the required tests. The best solution for this could be a wait for your feature to be required instead of adding the code, or you could create new tickets with improvements to be discussed with the client and do not affect the scope of your current ticket. And the last tip for this video is write code as simple as possible. This is the well-known keep it simple. It's one of the oldest principles of clean code. There are features that are more fun to build and concepts that we want to apply in our code. Yes, we have a lot of versions to solve a single problem, but we need to focus on what's important and always ask ourselves, whether there is an easier way to solve a particular problem. You will have more time at the end to execute your tests, and you will get that cleaner code. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching my video. I like this kind of format, just talking about different things, not just showing code. This is something I try to apply in my daily work as a developer. To hope this is helpful for you, and subscribe to my channel. This is a kind of learning love for me, so we can learn together here. Goodbye.